Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. Michael got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20, breaks 3 to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this Hump Day edition. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. If you're not following us on Facebook, what? Come on, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page, go to Shawn and Maya in the morning, like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent! And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, baby. Go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell right next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. If you're watching this on our mobile app, yay. I like that kind of party, but please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. Come on, baby. We got a mobile app. So here's what I need you to do. Wherever you get your apps from, and it doesn't matter. Whether it's iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Walmart, Kmart, 7-Eleven, Zayre, Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery Ward, Woolworths, Weebles, Goldblatts. It doesn't matter. Okay, you go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it, you take us with you on the go. So not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew, and I mean a slew of articles, thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching this on Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel. So if you have a Roku television in the house, do us a favor. Download Sports Zone Chicago's channel to your television. Put it there next to all the big boys. Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Max, Apple Plus, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus. Put us next to all the big boys, and you could watch us on the big screen. Hell, run the big screen, right, Mickey, Vicky, now. You can also tweet the show. You can tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online, you want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you, folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. Guys, we got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or our mobile app, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around. And that's you. All right? So do me a favor. Bring them all, baby. Keep them coming. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. And like The Rock said, don't sing it, baby. Just bring it. So let's check the chat. See what's going on in the chat. Let's see. Love at Lee's jumping in. Good morning, Mama. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. She says, happy hump day, y'all. My man, Shawn Walls in the house says, what up on a hump day? Yes. Shawn, how you doing, buddy? I didn't go to CrossFit today. It's my day off. So no burpees. Thank goodness, no freaking burpees. Oh, man. I'm telling you, Shawn, every time I see burpees in the workout, you immediately popped in my brain. I'm like, damn it. He's going to love the fact that I got to do burpees. You always tease me about them because they're the stupidest things ever. Ever. But anyway, ni modo. Anyway, listen. We got a lot to talk today. I'm excited. We have hot stove action to talk. A lot of baseball things going on. We have a lot of basketball things going on, NBA Cup. We have a lot of hockey things going on. And of course, we have a lot of football things going on. So we're going to talk about all those things today. And I'm fired up about it. You know. Listen, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. That, my peoples, I can promise you. But yeah, I'm excited. We got a lot to talk. You know, we didn't talk Monday about the Bears. The Bears played Monday night. So I have a lot to say on their performance Monday night. And it's most of it isn't good. And it's a shame. It's a doggone shame. All right. So let's see who else. Aunt Moss checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Michonne says these burpees must be killing you. They are, dude. I'm telling you. Burpees are evil. They need to be punished. Burpees need to be punished. It's just horrible. Horrible. But let's see where do we go. Guys, you know how we do. The first segment of every show is called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
See, which way do we go? The Bears fell to the Minnesota Vikings 30-12 on Sunday. I'm sorry, Monday night. What was I thinking? On Monday Night Football in Minnesota. Caleb Williams, 18 for 31, 191 yards. A touchdown with an 86.9 quarterback rating. DeAndre Swift, 19 carries, 79 yards. About 4 yards a carry. Keenan Allen, 6 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown. You know, this was a game that many Bears fans were excited about. I thought they were going to get blown out. They did. But I will say this. They were a lot more competitive. They were a lot more competitive than I gave them credit for, than I thought they would be. It shows this team hasn't given up. I had them checked out. I said, this team they're checked out. They don't want to be here anymore. And for all intents and purposes, I think that's the case. But I think there's also a situation where when you're out there you still don't want to lose, and you still have the opportunity, to kind of turn it up a notch or two. And I think that's what the boys did. And but then Minnesota's just, they're fighting for something. Minnesota is fighting for something. They're fighting for the first place in the division and in the NFC. First place equals a bye. Only the first place team, in each conference gets a bye. The other 8, 6. The other 6, sorry. The other 6 have to play. So, Minnesota now tied with Detroit, 12-2 on the season. They definitely have something to play for. I liked some things about the game. I thought they're going to get blown out. I mean, it's still 30-2. 30-12 is not. It's not close. However, I still thought that they had a chance. There's still key points in the game where they could have made this much closer, and had they been able to execute earlier on certain plays, and more importantly, not shoot themselves in the foot. If you don't shoot yourself in the foot, you have a chance. And that's the problem with this Bears team. And that's where I say I think they've checked out, because mentally, most of their mistakes were mental mistakes. Stuff that is not common. All right. We're going to talk a lot about the Bears at the top of the hour, at the 10 o'clock. In the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to talk a lot of Bears. I just don't think that they're locked in. I don't. From Eric Kramer not reporting as eligible, all right, to holding calls, to false starts, to the coaching staff, to leaving Kieran Amagaji on an island by himself against a guy who's having a Pro Bowl season. Kieran Amagaji, to not relying on the fundamentals and getting off slow and a couple of things. He has to shoulder the blame as well. The coaching staff not helping him, not putting a tight end to chip or a running back on that side. All right, I would have preferred a tight end chipping. However, they didn't. They decided not to. What that was about, I have no idea. But I think it's safe to say that Thomas Brown will not be the head coach of this franchise next year. I think it's safe to say that. I was wishing him luck. I was wishing him well. And there's just too many things about it. I had a feeling about it. I was trying to be positive. I just don't think he's a leader. He's able to lead a football team. It's not a knock on him. It's a difficult thing to lead a football team and lead them well and be successful. But man, you talk about a guy who in a span of 5-6 weeks goes from passing game coordinator to offensive coordinator to head coach / offensive coordinator. That's a quick ascent. And I don't know if he's ready for it. Maybe he's overwhelmed. I don't know. But I just don't think that Thomas Brown will be leading this team in 2025. That's just me. I could be wrong. Probably not. But we'll talk more Bears, all right, at the top of the hour. Keeping it moving. Next top of the morning topic. Staying with the Bears. The Bears host the Detroit Lions Sunday at Soldier Field. Kickoff is at high noon at Central Time. You can catch that game on Fox 32 or listen to it on their flagship station, ESPN 1000. That's 1000 AM. Now keeping it moving. The Blackhawks, they beat the Washington Capitals yesterday, 3-2. Arvid Soderblom stopped 20 of 22 shots. Mikheyev lit the lamp for his fourth goal of the season. Brody, his second. Donato, his 11th. Tevinjenkins added his 10th, 11th, and 12th assist of the season. Mikheyev added his 5th helper on the year. And Connor Murphy tallied his 11th assist of the season. You know, it's good to see them win. They're another young team that's in flux. You know, you just had their head coach relieved of his duties. And the Hawks are just, I don't know. The Hawks need some more stars. They just brought up Frank Lazar, which is great. We need more stars up here. Let them get up here, bring them up. Even if they're in like Rockford or something, bring them up. You know why? Let these guys grow together, play together, grow together, and get used to being on the ice with each other. So you can practice stuff all day long. Especially in hockey, you can practice all day long, but that game speed is so much different. All right. How do you like the puck? That you can practice. But getting out there and more time you're on the ice together, the better you become. The better you become. It's not a question. So they need to get these guys out there, Frank, Connor, Tevinjenkins, all these guys, they need them out there, need them playing. They need to be playing together. Because if they do, that learning curve, that bond that's going to start to build between teammates is going to be evident off the ice and on it. Most importantly, on the ice. So, keep your hope. Man, I know many people gave up on the Hawks because it's a niche. I told you it's a niche fan base. It's a nice little niche. And once the Hawks started losing, and you know, obviously they moved Taze and Kane, a lot of people checked out. I get it. I understand. It makes sense. However, this team's going to be pretty good in a couple years. Maybe not the 25-26 season next year, but maybe 26-27. That's when they'll start to really be good again. Sticking with the Blackhawks host the Seattle Kraken tomorrow night at the United Center. Puck drop is at 7:30 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on Chicago Sports Network Plus, or listen to it on their flagship station, 7:20 a.m. Next top of the morning topic, the Bulls travel to Boston to face the Celtics tomorrow night. Tip-off is at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. You can catch that game on Chicago Sports Network. That's why the Blackhawks are on Chicago Sports Network Plus, because they start later. So they both play tomorrow. Heading to Beantown. Yeah. I don't know. I want to give this Bulls team a chance, but they got to be able to hit from deep. Got to be able to hit from deep. If they do, they have a shot, because Boston's going to be able to hit from deep. Boston will definitely be able to hit from deep, and that's going to be an issue if you can't maybe not match them, but stay competitive with them because of their three-point shot. So, listen, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. On the other side of the break, I will finish up with top of the morning topics. All right? So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Many
few will earn the title United States Marine. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators, a passion to change lives, spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds, help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. My guy Steve-O was he's off today. He had an appointment he couldn't miss today, so we're gonna be a little dry today. So I apologize for the lack of clips and all these other things. But my guy Steve-O, who said it was my guy Steve-O's has somewhere he has to be. So keeping it moving. The next top of the morning topic, man, here's a big one. Here's a big one. The Cubs trade Cody Bellinger to the New York Yankees. Man, whew. Let me tell you something. They traded him in exchange for right-handed pitcher Cody Petit. It's Cody for Cody. But the Cubs also agreed to pay $5 million of the $25 million, $27 million contract this season for Cody Bellinger. So they're gonna kick in $5 million to New York, like New York needs it, right? Like New York needs it. Yeah. So that's, I don't know. I didn't really like this. I mean, I know I was like, oh, trade him. Cody Bellinger's a stud, man. All right, he had a comeback year last year. Some people say he was down, but I mean, my thought is with his track record, yeah, it's going to be, he's got a high standard. All right, it's a high standard that he set. So because my thought was this: why not keep him? You put him and Kyle Tucker together in that lineup, next to each other in that lineup. Watch out now. Watch out now. That is some power. I didn't see it. And I get it. I understand. All right. I had another Cub fan tell me yesterday, well, there's no room for him and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, this guy is a stud. This guy's a stud. All right. I think one more year, Wrigley, he would have been really, really, really productive. But he's going to Yankee Stadium, short porch and right. Can he produce for them? Somehow, when people go to the New York Yankees or they go to competent teams, guys tend to produce better than they did from when they came. Patty Lara checking in. Good morning, Ma. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Good morning, Theo Shawn. Jeremiah says hi. Good morning, Jeremiah. And I also want to say good morning to Dito. I know he's at school, but that's okay. So, yeah, the Cubs, I just would have liked to keep Bellinger. And believe me, I get it. I understand what you got. I understand. PCA had a good end of the season and his arrow's pointing up. You know what I mean? But I don't know if it's like Bellinger's, man. Bellinger, you're dealing with a proven commodity. I mean, so my guy I was like, he was like, there's no room for him. And I was like, really? So apparently the outfield is going to be Ian Happ, PCA, and obviously the new acquisition, Kyle Tucker. Bush, the first baseman of the future, is what they said. And Seiya Suzuki is a DH. Okay. We'll talk a little bit about that. Warden's heading out to CrossFit. We'll talk a little bit about that as soon as we're done with the top of the morning. I just don't like it. I don't know. I just don't like it. Keeping it moving. The next top of the morning topic. Yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks, baby. Milwaukee Bucks win the NBA Cup title game. Giannis, I believe, was the MVP of this in-season tournament. They beat the Oklahoma City Thunder 97-81. Giannis had one hell of a game, a triple-double. That'll get you the MVP. You put up triple-double in a championship game, that puts you in strong consideration for the MVP. 26, 19, and 10 for the Greek Freak. 26, 19 rebounds, 10 helpers. Man, I'm happy for him. This is pretty dope for him. Pretty dope for Milwaukee people. All right, you just won the NBA title back in 21. I remember that was my birthday year. We had my 50th birthday year. The dead body story. I'm sure you've heard the dead body story. If not, I'll tell it to you another time. Excuse me. So they win the NBA title. Now they win the second NBA Cup, which is pretty good. It's pretty cool for them. I'm happy for them. Happy for Giannis. He's adding more hardware, a lot more hardware to his trophy case. You know, I don't have anything against Giannis. If anything, he complains too much, but a lot of foreign players do, and that bugs me. But that's not even top 2 or 3 on why I wouldn't like a player. Plus, he's a really cool dude. You see him all the time giving his shoes to kids, his jersey to kids. Like, that's dope. You know what I mean? Like, those can go on a resale market. The team probably sells them. When they have resale things, if you throw them in the, what the athletes do, they throw their jerseys in the bin to be washed. And then what the team can do is they can wash them and they can sell them at charity auctions or stuff for for their charity events that they sponsor or they support. So and for him to just give the jerseys away, give the shoes away, like, that's so cool. The kids, like, it really makes their day, and that's the most important thing. You want to make kids feel part of that organization. You want to make them feel special. Okay, and Giannis has always done a great job of doing that. He's larger than life, 7 feet. The way he plays the game is so different. All right, you don't expect him to be able to go coast to coast at 7 feet. I hate his Euro step, but that's because he doesn't play for my team. If he played for my team, holy cow, I'd love it. But let me digress. All right. There's one thing I want to talk about. All right. Cody Bellinger was traded to the Yankees. Okay. We know this for Cody Petit, right-handed pitcher. Okay. Get it. Got it. Good. This is quite weird, interesting. The dynamic is going to be a little odd. Because, and I highly doubt that this is the first time that a team is going to have Eskimo brothers on a squad. Highly doubt it. But it's still a little weird, as Cody Bellinger's wife used to date his new teammate, Giancarlo Stanton. That's pretty wild. So how awkward. How awkward is that? That's crazy. Cody Bellinger's wife, Chase Carter, she's 27 years old, Bahamian model. She dated Giancarlo Stanton. We're trying to think when that was. Oh, in 19. So during Game 3, this is from the New York Post. During Game 3 of the 2019 ALDS, Carter sat alongside Aaron Judge's then girlfriend and now wife Samantha Bratsky as the Yankees took on the Twins. About a month later, appeared Carter and Stanton had split after he liked a number of Instagram posts from UFC ring star Ariana Celeste. So about 4 or 5 years ago. But that would be weird for me. It's bad enough in real life, not baseball professional life. Like, I could see, I've been places where there was a girl showed up that I had dated or messed around with, and I know she had dated or messed around with other guys too. And that's fine. We all have lives. I get it. And she wasn't my girl. She wasn't my fiance. She wasn't my wife. I just knew her. We messed around or dated. But now to go, how weird would that be for this? This is your wife. And she saw your teammate naked, had sex with your teammate, smacked his butt. He smacked her butt. I don't know. That's an awkward situation. It's a very awkward situation. Oh, put it this way. It would be an awkward situation for me. I know we all have pasts. I get it. I understand. But again, she dated him 5 years ago and now you're married to her? That's just weird. I hope it doesn't cause any drama in that clubhouse. I don't think it will, but I hope it doesn't. I mean, so what do you say to him? What's up, dog? Compare notes? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what do you do? Like, this is your wife, so you have to have there's a certain level of respect you got to have for your wife. Obviously, I highly doubt that Giancarlo Stanton's going to say anything about it. But just the tension in the air, like, you just know. This dude slept with your wife. I don't know. That's weird. That's growing up. I very rarely dated girls we hung out with. Actually, I'd never dated girls we hung out with. For that same reason. For this reason right here. I'd hate for her to be my girl, but she slept with you last year, 2 years ago. Like, I want a little exclusivity for my women. Now, mind you, she might have had a past with other people, but I didn't want it to be with any of the people that I knew. I know it sounds crazy. Maybe it's just a male, the way that men are territorial. But yeah. So I dated Julie's, and this one was just, it was only a couple weeks that we dated. One girl in high school, it was like, yeah, when we broke up, it was, but she was like not part of a crew, but like she was in I'd see her at the parties and hanging out at the park and all this stuff. And then my girlfriend went to a different high school in Chicago Heights. She went to Bloom. So the girl I went to prom with and all this other stuff, and my high school sweetheart went to Bloom. So she might have had a past at Bloom. I don't think so, just from her personality, but you never know. Anyway, I didn't have to walk around my circles with people knowing that people in our circle, our group of friends, have slept with my wife. Call me crazy? I don't know. I don't know. But that would be tough for me to be on a team. To be on a team that this is my girl. And she slept with one of my teammates prior. Call me crazy, call me childish, call me immature. Fine, I'll take it all. I'll take all that smoke. But man, it is something that's, to me, that's just... Anyway, going back to Cody Bellinger. My thought is this. Why do you not have room for him? And I get it. Again, PCA, okay, good. Ian Happ, has Ian Happ given you everything you wanted? Or was it a money thing? because my guy also said when we were in this group text, well, now it has money to go. You can go get a third baseman, a power hitting third baseman. I mean, they got Bush. For all intents and purposes, that Bush is the first baseman of the future. Seiya Suzuki's your DH. Now you need a slugging third baseman. Now you got $22 million to go look for a slugging third baseman. But man, it just seems difficult or tough. Though, depending on who the third baseman is, though. It's going to depend on who the third baseman is if you go get a power bat at third base. Because you put him along with Tucker and Dansby Swanson together, it's a nice little trio. But I know for sure that Cody Bellinger, Tucker, is a really great duo. Imagine Ian Happ in there. I mean, it depends on. I mean, in PCA, I don't know. And I didn't watch a lot of Cub games last year to. Yes, Mondo says yes, Happ has. But how many years has it happened in the league? It's like, was this his second year that he hit the first pitch of the Major League Baseball season out for a homer, but never really lived up to his potential? Has he started living up to his potential? Obviously, you're a Cub fan, Mondo, so and you would know. You're talking Alex Bregman or bust. So you want Bregman at third base. So is Bregman, Tucker, Swanson, is that trio better than Bellinger, Tucker, Swanson? Is it better than those three? Is the first three better than the second three? So it's interesting to see how this plays out. I mean, it looks like the Yankees got won the deal. Player for player, plus you're paying the Cubs are paying $5 million of the player you're sending. You're spending, or you're paying $5 million of his salary. Like, what's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of that? I mean, he can opt out. He's under contract for 2 more years, but he can opt out. I'm talking about Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger can opt out after next year. So is that the thing that made the Yankees say, hey, you know what? You got to pay some of his salary? Because I'd be like, you're the New York Yankees. You can afford it. You can afford it. So, man, Armando Emeterio, a lot of the third checking in. Mondo, we call him. What's up, Mondo? I appreciate it. Excuse me. James Ford checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. He said, good morning, Shawn. So you want the power hit, the big stick at third base? You want another pitcher? You want a front line pitcher? I know front line is you're not going to be able to get anyone for $20 million. Well, maybe. So you sent me this according to baseball trade values, Yankees getting outfield Bellinger and cash. The deal is accepted by our model as a minor overpay by the Yankees. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see how it plays out because I'm a big fan of Bellinger. And then even though, despite the fact that I hate the Cubs, actually I hate their fan base is really what it is. I still would have loved to have seen Belly on the north side with some protection, with some real protection. Imagine Belly batting in front of Tucker. Imagine Bellinger hitting in front of Tucker. Belly's going to have a whole shitload of pitches to hit, and he's going to hit them. He would hit them. But he's got protection in New York in the Yankees lineup too, so we're going to see what he can do. You got the Judge, you got Stanton, you got Rizzo, your former boy. You got people to protect you as well. So we'll see. Short porch at Yankee Stadium. Okay. I just like Bellinger. I thought he was a perfect fit for the Cubs. And if you do go find a big hitting third baseman, I guess it makes sense. But who are you going to get? If you get Bregman, okay. Yeah, not Stanton Belly, Stanton Judge and Belly. So don't forget the Judge. Here come the Judge. Here come the Judge. Don't forget the Judge in there. Giancarlo Stanton, the Judge, with Judge usually bats in front of Stanton, and Bellinger. Holy sheesh. Yeah, now we're talking Murderers Row again in the Bronx. Plankster checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Plankster checking in. Yep. So Stanton Belly. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. You missed it. I talked about that earlier. Eskimo Brothers. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so you missed the whole diatribe I went on where it's talking about how uncomfortable that would be for me, and why I never dated girls that we hung out with in high school. My high school sweetheart went to Bloom in Chicago Heights. So you missed that one, but that's all right. Yeah, that was crazy. But anyway, the Yankees are going to be a force. They just got to the World Series. How crazy is it? You get to the World Series and you lose. Do the Yankees consider that season a failure? Do they? You got to the World Series and lost. Because if they consider that a failure, I want to have that type of culture in our clubhouse. Can't wait to get to the point where if you get to the World Series and lose, it was a failure of a season. How crazy would that be? The Yankees are loading up. The Yankees, you see, they don't like getting to the World Series and losing. The Yankees don't, which is why they have 27 rings. Every time they go there, they feel they should come home with the trophy. I get it. You get entitled. You feel entitled. And that was the one thing that I really enjoyed about playing with the Thunder. Let's see. I really enjoyed the fact that we never lost in a championship game. No, we did. I'm sorry. We lost one. So we're 4-1 with the Thunder. I think we lost to the Rush in a championship game. that one of our wide receivers dropped 2 wide open. When I say wide open, I mean he beat his man down the field, middle of the field. Beat him down the field, and this dude was fast. This dude easily by 6 to 8 yards, he'd beat him. That was the separation between him and the DB and the ball. He dropped the ball twice. So I get it. You go to the Yankees, you go to the World Series, you expect to win. That's a good feeling. And the reason I asked that question was because, again, when I played with the Thunder, if you got to the championship game, you felt like you should have won. If you didn't win the championship that year, it was a failure. Didn't matter how many new teams came in, how strong these teams were. If we didn't win the title, it was a failure, which is why we won 4 consecutive league titles while I was there. 5, 6, 7, 8, no, 9. We won 5. No. We had the best record in 9. That's when Coach Terry decided, God rest his soul, decided not to put the starters back in and let the team come back and So 5, 6, 7, and 8. Went undefeated during that season and lost in the first round of the playoffs, but that's a whole other story. But anyway, I'm just saying I'd like for my baseball team, and believe me, we are far, far away from ever getting to that. If we ever, we're galaxies away from getting to the point where losing in a World Series is a failure of a season. We're galaxies away from that. But I hope at some point, maybe before I die, it could be it. We'll see. I highly doubt it, but you got to have faith. Is that what George Michael said? You got to have faith. Anyway, listen, let's take a quick break. On the other side of the break, we got a lot of Bears to talk. A lot of Bears. Well, first, we'll probably kick it off with a little bit of Bulls as they play tomorrow. Maybe Bulls for 5 minutes, and then we'll finish up the rest of the hour with a lot of Bears talk. I got a bone to pick with these Bears, like everybody else in this city does. All right, so don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Ryan Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down because the number one rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning at Sports Zone Chicago. Whew. Checking in, Armando Emeterio Lara Jr. checking in. What's up, Junior? Talking, I got Patty, Junior, Mondo, Jeremiah. Monica, is she in there or is she at work? I appreciate the love. I appreciate it. You know, one of the things, there was a lot of things that I had issue with on Monday, excuse me. Black Diamond checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Junior said I was being a bum. It's okay. Black Diamond says, sit the kid. Okay. One of the things that I had a problem with was Kieran Amagaji. Okay. I had a big problem. I have a lot of problems with you people. Kieran Amagaji. I had a problem with him starting. I understand you wanted to see what he had, you know, how well he plays, what you had. Man, why did you not give him help? Once you saw that he was struggling, and he was struggling. When I say struggling, I mean struggling. And why didn't you give him help? All right, there are so many replays. There were so many times he was just overmatched. Now, this is a scathing indictment on polls. Scathing indictment. Because, wait a minute, you drafted this kid. Why would you draft this kid from Yale in the 3rd round? There weren't any other? There's no one else you could have drafted? You know, I was annoyed with that, for starters. I know he's a Hinsdale kid, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. But there was no one else you could have drafted. First, playing in the Ivy Leagues. The competition he faced on a weekly basis was nowhere near what he was going to face in the NFL. And yes, he dominated at that level. But just because you dominated at that level doesn't mean you're going to dominate in the NFL. You can dominate in the SEC and still not dominate in the NFL. Black Diamond. Zach Frazier was there. It's not like we needed a center or anything. But why? You saw that he was slow of foot. My God, his takeoff, his kick step was horrible. Why did you have a tight end out there? You're the offensive coordinator. We can't put this on Eberflus. You're the head coach and offensive coordinator. This is why I said I was a little averse to having Thomas Brown as the head coach, because now you're taking a lot off his plate or adding a lot to his plate. You're taking a lot of individual focus on Caleb, taking it away. But that should have been a done deal when he beat. Now, mind you, this guy's having a Pro Bowl season, the defensive end for the Lions or the Vikings. So help him. No one in the booth could say, "Hey, this kid needs some help." Nobody said, "This kid's getting beat like a drum. Let's help him." Nobody. And now you got to keep him in there. Because if you take him out and you replace him with Larry Borum, which you should have done to begin with, now you completely shattered a young man's confidence, and it's a wasted draft pick. I think it's a wasted draft pick already. So you know what? Fuck it. Throw Larry Borum in there. The hell with this kid. Because he shouldn't have been in there to begin with, without help. Stop asking people to do things you know. Just first start. And he got notified late. He got notified Saturday that he's starting. So you didn't have reps with the ones, nothing. Mentally prepared. You got to get yourself mentally prepared to make your first NFL start. That's another botched mess by this coaching staff. And the question I have, how the hell is Braxton Jones in a concussion protocol? You only found out about it on Saturday. How the hell is that possible? So Monday, when he came in for meetings, he didn't say anything. Tuesday's off. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, he didn't see anything. Friday, he didn't see anything. Saturday, he's in concussion protocol. What the hell's going on? All week he's at the facility, and he's not in the concussion protocol at all. And you put this rookie in on 2 days' notice, who's coming off an injury, who's played at a lower level against a Pro Bowl season having defensive end with no help, no tight end chips, no running back chips. Come on, man. Come on, coach. Come on, coach. Unacceptable. The kid's confidence is probably shot already. Thank God he doesn't have to face Aiden Hutchinson this week. Thank God. Brandon Church checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Some good news on the old. What old house who are you talking to about the old house? The old house got sold. Whose old house? But anyway. So yeah, that bothered me. That lack of adjustment bothered me. Kind of pissed me off, truth be told. Kind of pissed me off. Can't blame the kid, except for did you see the Twitter thing? He's interviewing with Peggy Kaczynski interviewing him, I think. I don't know if I'm mistaken. I apologize. It said, "What's your message to Caleb?" He's like, "How do you feel about going to the Bears and blocking for Caleb?" Like, he's not going to get touched. I can promise that. I can promise you that. And I was like, and it's all over social media now. Sometimes don't be so braggadocious. How about just you're coming from a situation, you're not the best offensive lineman in the country. And guess what? Even they give up sacks. I like the confidence, but it's delusional. It was delusional. I mean, to tell me a kid from Ivy League school, from Yale, is going to give up no sacks? Come on, bro. I don't buy it. That didn't age well. So polls. Couldn't have drafted another guy. Well, they said Zach Frazier was there. Couldn't have drafted a center. We didn't need a center. No. What is the problem with you and stud offensive linemen? Why are you getting projects? Stop getting projects. Get proven and battle tested. It's frustrating. You see this kid, he'll probably end up being a good guard. Probably end up being a good guard in the league. Okay? But to put that kid on an island against a guy who's having a Pro Bowl season with no help? Come on, man. With no help. That's the part that gives me no freaking help. Come on, dude. That falls on Ryan Poles. That falls squarely in the lap of Thomas Brown, squarely in the lap of Chris Morgan. Chris Morgan, you didn't see he was getting beat like a drum and say, "Hey, coach, let's get him some help over there." You didn't see that? No one upstairs saw it? Damn. And then you wonder why we're a laughing stock, because we see shit like this and we don't make adjustments. This is why we're the laughing stock. No one wants to say something, damn it. No one wants to say anything. And Poles, your boy Kieran Amagazi, your project almost got Caleb killed. Caleb sitting on the sideline. First of all, I didn't like his little I was like, man the fuck up. Man up. Stop laying on the sideline. Stop being dramatic. I'm sure it hurt. I'm sure it hurt like hell. Stop whining like a little diva. But I got it hard. It's the NFL, son. It's the NFL. But I digress. The inability for Poles to fortify this offensive line with quality depth is a problem. After he looked me in the eye, pissed on my shoes, and told me it was raining, and saying, "Oh, we got great depth. We got great depth. We got great depth." No, you don't. See, this is why I said take the goddamn haul. Because you would have had the quarterback. You would have had to take the quarterback with your first pick. If you want to get Rome with the 9th pick, cool. Or you could have got Rome later, who knows, or another receiver. But you could have just drafted offensive linemen. Get a center. Offensive and defensive linemen. We had help. We're good at the running back spot. DeAndre Swift, Roshan Johnson, we're good at that point. Wide receiver, we're good. Tight end, we're good. Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett, Mercedes Lewis, we're good. We just need help on the offensive line and defensive line. Use those picks. Use those high draft picks for the most important part of this team, the trenches. Because look, Caleb Williams is having a shit year compared to his compadres, and you're like, oh, well, he's on pace to do this, this, and this, and this. He broke the single season, the rookie record. The rookie record was like 75 freaking yards. Quite a low bar to step over. And according to Jason Leisure, this is how erratic his performance is. Jason Leisure had it in the Sun Times today. Caleb, Had a 65.3 passer rating in his first 3 games. 122.8 the next 3 games. 64.7 the next 3 games. 99.2 the next 3 games. It hasn't reached 200 yards in each of those games, the last 2 games. But he's getting outplayed by Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, to me, and to many people, is the runaway winner of the offense of the Rookie of the Year. Offensive rookie. They'll give it to offensive rookie. Offensive and defensive. Jaden Daniels is having a heck of a year. Even Drake May beat us. Here, at home. He was taken after Caleb. 81.1% of his passes he's completed. And a 98.1 passer rating over the last couple of games. Bo Nix in Denver. You see the growth. You see the maturity. He leads our rookies with 20 touchdowns, and the Broncos are in position to clinch the playoff berth with a win Sunday for the first time in 9 seasons since 2015. But this dude has come into a great situation. Better than the one that Jaden Daniels has. And Jaden Daniels has a nice little situation over there. But damn. Like everything we talked about and all the Caleb cults said, oh, Justin holds the ball too long. Give rid of the ball. That's Caleb's problem. Holding on to the ball too goddamn long. Not running. Missing wide open receivers. Guy who wanted to call me out last week, post on social media, oh, the announcers have an agenda. Talk about Caleb missing passes, missing receivers. He was! Crazy idea. Call it like you see it. But because someone said anything about Caleb, this dude had a shit fit. Had a little hissy fit. Oh, they have an agenda. No, they don't have an agenda. They're telling it like it is, and you little sugar puffs don't like it. Little cream puffs don't like it because it goes against what you say. Caleb's got to play better. I don't doubt the kid's talent. I don't. But goddamn, hit wide open receivers. He missed Keenan Allen a couple times. He missed Roma Dunze another time. Everyone talked about is that. Remember, that was the whole thing. Oh, he's the most accurate. He's accurate. Bullshit. His anticipatory throws. He can anticipate the throws. Why didn't he stop Rome then when Rome's coming across the field? Why did he see Rome curl around that linebacker and throw it hit him in the hash mark instead of having Rome go across the field running into a safety? And everyone said, oh, well, Shawn, you're just, it's personal for you. I'm like, no, I think Justin was the best person to lead this team. Had nothing to do with Caleb's talent. And then he piled on. He's generational. He's the best quarterback here. Dude, some of the things I get, you gotta work at in the NFL. Other things you don't. You got a wide open receiver, you gotta hit him. You got a wide open receiver, and I'm talking college wide open, not NFL wide open. He's missed receivers. He's got to play better. And he's not, and God forbid you say anything, because then the Caleb call is like, oh, you're a hater, you're this, you don't know football. I guarantee I'll put my football credentials up against anybody out here. Anyone. We'll break down film together. Let's do it. But because it goes against what some people think, now you're a clown, now you're a jerk. You're this, you're that. People think that because they can break down film, that their opinion is the only one that their analysis is the only one that's right, or that their analysis is right. Everyone else's is wrong. Come on now. Caleb's got to play better. No ifs, ands, or buts. And when you run the goddamn ball. It's frustrating. That's why you're taking these sacks. Because you're looking downfield. Get the ball out of his hands. Same stuff we yell about Justin. Get the ball out of your hands. But now no one wants to say anything because it's their golden child. You can't criticize this quarterback for holding on to the ball and say, well, the offensive line sucks. The offensive line sucked the last 3 years. So what did the quarterback do? He improvised. If my first read and second read aren't open, I'm running really fast away from these mugs. Really fast. But Caleb's got to play better. He can play better. Here's the thing that bothers me. There are plenty of times where he has enough time. Plenty of times. And I said this. If you want to maximize Caleb, let him go freaking nuts. And I'm not saying throw the ball 50 times. No. What I'm saying is this. Let him throw the ball down the field. Let him push it down the field. Send some routes. Send some guys. We had a Tyler Scott sighting the other day. I'm like, holy shit, he's alive. He's alive. Tyler Scott was in the game. I'm like, damn, dog. They let you out of timeout. You came out the corner. Took your dunce hat off. Let Caleb play the way Caleb plays. Stop coaching Caleb out of Caleb. When Caleb was allowed to be the gunslinger that he is, he won a Heisman Trophy. He had receivers. He'd run around. He'd buy time. Guess what? He's got receivers here. He's got receivers in Chicago that can go catch a ball. Stop trying to coach the Caleb out of Caleb. And you're worried about this. Everyone is all excited. Well, he hasn't thrown an interception. I don't give a shit about interceptions. Not in these formative years. I don't give a goddamn about interceptions. I don't. Because you know what he's going to learn? Where he can fit the ball in, where he can't. We're not going to the playoffs. Let Thomas, Mr. Brown, Coach Brown, take the handcuffs off Caleb and let him throw the ball deep. DJ, get your ass deep. Tyler Scott, get your ass deep. Keenan Allen, deep post, deep dig. Send these guys, let him, and if he makes a mistake, guess what? Now you're learning. Now you're learning. I don't give a shit about that interception record. Who cares? Let him be him. If he's got that Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers gunslinger mentality, damn it, it got him to the NFL, won him the Heisman, and they got him the number 1 overall pick. Stop trying to control this kid. Let him be him. Tweak it along the way. Let him make his own mistakes. They say, hey, see what you did? See what you did here? You may want to try this. All right, you can't do this over here against this team. You can't do this over here. But I still need you to be aggressive. That's the problem. You're right, King Booker World. First of all, thank you for tuning in, Papa. I appreciate it. He's like, they coached Justin Fields out of Justin Fields too. Yes, they did. And they're doing the same thing. Regimes, same shit. Different regimes, same shit, different year. Because if you open it up and let these receivers go deep, come on, man. Come on now. You know, it's frustrating because you've seen the kid do well. You've seen when time is of the essence, you've seen him go down. You've seen him that gunslinger mentality. I got to get this. And he does it. And Junior, we're going to talk about this. Since Kramer cost us 3 touchdowns at the goal line. Yes. How the freak do you not report? You're a fat ass. You're a hog. Go report every time you come in the game. You need to report if you're not an offensive line. Every time you're going to block somebody. How he didn't do it, no, why he didn't do that, I have no idea. But yeah, you did it every other game. Now when you cost us the touchdown, now you didn't. And I was telling Coach T and I was saying, and I said, Coach Smith, Coach Brown, where's the jumbo package? Why do we not have the jumbo package in there? And you're trying on fourth down, you're tossing the ball. What the fuck are you tossing the ball for? To one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the NFL. You're going lateral, you're tossing the ball back behind the line of scrimmage to the sideline. And you want our running back to beat one of the best defenses, if not the best defense, and one of the fastest defenses in the NFL to the sideline. Come on now. And Coach T was like, no, he goes, Coach Flores runs 6-7 man fronts. And me personally, I don't give a damn. It's a middle, go off tackle. Go off tackle. Because you know who's outside tackles? DBs. Safeties. Give me a 300-pound guard with a head start, I'll take it. And sure enough, we scored a touchdown on that play off tackle. But Kramer didn't report. King Booker Will, you're 100%. Dan, it would have been nice to have a real fullback for a TD. Oh, wait. Yeah, we did and cut him. Yep. I'm okay with the offensive lineman, bro. I really am. I'm more than okay with the offensive lineman. But don't do dumb shit. Carry the ball, fumbles the ball. Come on, man. It's like you guys got to do the little things. Remember, if you take care of the little things, there are no big things. There are no big things. Report to the official if you're an offensive lineman and you're going to be eligible. That's a little thing. You walk in, sir, I'm reporting as eligible. I'm checking in as eligible. All right, 64 or 60, whatever. Kramer's stupid. So it's an organizational failure. Still. Again, I agree. I forgot who said earlier, Thomas Brown played himself out of it. You're not going to be the head coach next year. It's not happening, Papa. It's not happening. So I highly suggest that you allow Caleb to be Caleb. All right, because now you're next. Yeah, Black Diamond. Coach Brown's showing he's not ready. Yeah, you're right. Let Caleb be Caleb so you can get another offensive coordinator gig somewhere. Quarterback coach gig somewhere. All right, you're a passing game coordinator, but you're an offensive coordinator in Carolina. Show that you can you're able to use the weapons you have, either by scheme or making sure your quarterback understands what's going on and uses DJ, uses Keenan, uses Rome, uses Komet, uses DeAndre Swift. Like, I still can't understand how you don't use these guys. Like, I shouldn't say never. If I was an offensive coordinator, DeAndre Swift is swinging every time. He's leaking out. I got a blitz, boop, hit it to him. You want to come up, bring pressure, boop, hit it to him. I'll take DeAndre Swift in the flat against a safety or, God forbid, a linebacker. Linebacker got no chance. And I'm seeing, and all these blitzes, like they're blitzing. Why don't you? I don't see any short hitches. I don't see replacing the blitzers. So when I say replace the blitzers, here's what I mean. Say I'm on the left side. I'm the left slot. Okay. What'll happen? A couple things. You got linebackers there. If the linebacker blitzes, the linebacker to my side, I go replace him. It's going to be man coverage. So I'm going to take a quick jab outside, get inside, and I'm replacing that linebacker. Where that linebacker came from, that's where I'm going. Why? Because that's the open spot. That has to be, it's a hot route. That has to be, we've done this in grammar school. We had this shit. Back in the 80s, we had this stuff. When they're blitzing, you see the blitz, you got a hot route. As we got older, you can even audible to the one guy you want moving. One guy. And you can't do this in the NFL? Or if you're a guy blitzes, stop, just take a step across the line of scrimmage and turn around. Or just keep trotting up the field. So he doesn't have to throw it over him. He can lead you up the field. Why can't we do that? Why do other teams do that and we can't? King Booker World says, get Vrabel for head coach and Josh McDaniel for OC. Don't have to worry about no teams poaching McDaniels for Don't have to worry about no teams poaching McDaniels for the head coach. You ain't never lied, dog. Yeah, he screwed the pooch on that one. It was what were the rumors? It was him, it was McDaniels, or who was the other offensive coordinator they talked about under Vrabel. But yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm more than cool with that particular thing. That particular breakdown of the new coaching staff. Vrabel and bringing Josh McDaniel. Who's your D coordinator, though? That's the question. And let me talk about our defense. And I have to preface this because you do understand that Andrew Billings is out, our main run stopper. Gervon Dexter was out. So you're asking Montez Sweat, DeMarcus Walker, who had a heck of a game. And I keep forgetting our number one defensive end, the guy we got out of Kansas. What the hell is his name? Austin Booker. DeMarcus Walker had a heck of a game. I don't know if I mentioned that. But man, they're running through us like a hot knife through butter. And then Sweat. Montez Sweat. I'm telling you, I got to tweet these, but when I tweet things that I see and it goes against the popular narrative, people get mad at me like, oh, you're a hater. Like Montez Sweat, he's not a dog to me. He's talented. He's got good fundamentals, but he's not a dog. Like no one fears Montez Sweat. They can be concerned about his talent. There's a big difference. Guys aren't afraid of Montez Sweat. No one's afraid of Montez Sweat. I'm like, all right, we'll double team him. If we got a good right tackle, yeah, he'll probably be able to get to handle him. As opposed to, oh shit, where's Montez Sweat on this play? That's the kind of person, and he got $96 million. Damn, dog. And I forgot why he had that sack. It was the play before, offensive lineman. I don't know if he hit him in the face mask or went under his mask or something, but he did something dirty to Montez Sweat. And the next play, Montez Sweat gets the sack. It gets wiped away because of a penalty. TJ Edwards is flying all over the place. I'm still trying to figure out Tremaine Edmonds. Come on, man. Where are you at? I don't see you running down the middle of the field with tight ends. I don't see you making the big type of splash for the money and the contract you got. Black Diamond says, oh, hell no. No, McDaniel would be worse than Getsy and Waldron. No, I disagree. But then again, what the fuck do I know since I wanted Waldron? The hell do I know? I think this, and here's why I think that would be fine. Because the head coach would be an alpha male. Head coach would be the dude. And that's why Shane Waldron was able to work and flourish in Seattle. Because the head coach behind him was Pete Carroll. You didn't want to listen in practice. You didn't like Pete. You had to answer to Pete Carroll. I think Mike Vrabel's going to be that dude. You want to act crazy? Good. Mike Vrabel's going to handle it. He doesn't like what McDaniel's doing. Mike Vrabel's going to handle it. And you're right, King Booker World. I don't think McDaniels is up for a coach position anytime soon. I don't think he's up for it anytime soon. His past is just too. Black Diamond's like, hey, players, F up. So I'm looking forward to Sunday's game. Okay. All right, we got a nice little test here. The Detroit Lions are banged the freak up. Banged up big time on the defensive side of the ball. Here's a chance for Thomas Smith to really, really, really get a win and get a statement win as well. You keep running the ball. All right, DeAndre Swift, 19 carries, 78 yards, 79, almost 80 yards, 79 yards. Okay, I'll take 4 a pop. But push the ball down the field. Because if you can run they're going to be forced to try and stop it. And once they adjust to stopping the run, now we can throw the ball down the field. Give Karen Amagaji help. At least give him a chip. Give him a chip so he can gain control and having the guy, the edge rusher, have to start all over again. His momentum is slowed down or stopped, depending on who gives him a jam. Whoa, jam. Because Amagaji he allowed a strip sack, forced fumble, call for 4 penalties, holding twice, false start, ineligible man downfield. Give the dude some help. This Detroit team, they're fighting for something too. They're fighting for the number 1 spot in the NFC. They want that bye. They want people to be able to recover. Give their bodies a week to recover with a bye. I know it's not going to help Hutchinson because he won't be back until probably the Super Bowl if he's back at all this year. But you got a lot of other guys, Denzel O'Neal and Anzalone. You got a lot of guys who are out, who could use an extra week off if you get the number 1 spot. Use that week off to get healthy. So Detroit's playing for something too. But here's a chance for the Bears to go out and set the tone. How many times you guys have watched me for how long? How many times do you see me get pissed when I don't see us setting the tone? And the thing I said about, and the Bears don't do that. All right, it seems like Thomas Brown, and I don't know if they're just, if his words are hollow, or if his team doesn't believe in him, or his team just giving up. But he talked about violence. He said this is a game you play violently, and those who play the game violently are often rewarded. Remember that? It's paraphrasing, but that's what he said. Or when it's 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, where's your decision to play violently? Because to me, a 300-pound guard with a head start going at a defensive end or a linebacker is violent. To get 1 yard, that's violent. And you did it twice. You didn't bring the first 2 4th downs. You didn't bring in Kramer. Even 3rd down. I have no problem. If it's 3rd and 1, I got no problem bringing Kramer in 2 plays in a row. None. Why? Because it sets a tone. It lets the defense know, hey, dog, we're coming. This 1 yard, all right, make sure you buckle up your chin strap, Papa. It's about to be one. And teams know, like, damn, they know it's coming. I got a 300-pound guard coming at me. If you're a defensive end who's 270, or if they block out and you're a safety filling that gap, or a corner, or if they hook the edge and you get to the outside, and this guy's coming downhill. He's not sliding around, he's not pulling, he's coming straight downhill. That sets the tone. That's violent. So now we're starting to see Thomas Brown talking shit. Because if that's the way you feel, then you do everything you can to put them in the best position to be violent and win. When there's a chance to be violent on 3rd and short, 4th and short, you be violent. I don't see any big hit. And I get it. I know the NFL is all soft and shit, and cupcakes and shit. But man, you got shoulder pads. You can put shoulder pads in ribs, shoulder pads in the lower back, shoulder pads in the stomach, helmet to the chest, not the top of not the crown, your face mask in someone's chest. You talk about violent play. I don't see violent play from the Bears. And that's a problem. As a former defensive coordinator, that's a problem for me. Hell, I was violent when I ran the ball as a running back. I was violent then. I wish the DB would come up and try and tackle me. But we're getting a lot of lip service that's not being followed through. It's not. Because I'll tell you what, when you're violent, people know. When you're a physical, violent team, people know. People worry about you. People make business decisions because of the way you play. Junior says, I had to tell some Detroit fans who were talking shit that they haven't. You told them they haven't won a Super Bowl. Told them 3 years ago the Steelers had the best record in the NFL and lost their first game in the playoffs. Yeah. Yep. But there's a tone that needs to be established, a culture that needs to be established, and the thing about it, and you may call Dan. I was gonna say Dan Snyder, the coach of the Lions, Dan Campbell. You might call him crazy, weird, whatever. That dude is about business. That dude is makes sure his team plays physically. Black Diamond said, no, it wasn't Pittsburgh, it was Baltimore. Yeah, you're right, it was Baltimore. But those dudes play physical, and we don't play physical. And that's the problem I have. Part of it is you got a rookie head coach with an underperforming veteran team who doesn't listen to him. They don't listen to him. Junior says, JJ, Jalen Johnson did in San Francisco, made a business decision, didn't tackle the running back at the goal line. Yeah, I didn't like that, but it wouldn't have stopped him from scoring. That's one of those things, believe me, I had plenty of those as a running back. You go through the hole, you're literally about to cross the goal line, and some dude just blasts you. But your momentum carries you in. It's not going to stop you because he was coming from the side. He wasn't coming from inside the end zone out, which could have stopped him. He was coming from the side. Yeah, but he just pulled up. At least hit the dude. You're going to score? At least let me get a shot on you. Like, that's what I don't understand. When you get to get a shot on somebody, a legal shot, take it. And that's when we saw, like, yep, they quit. They quit. So what do you think of a Friday? I agree. King Booker World said the Bears are in Barbados state of mind. Wouldn't matter who's coaching. You're right. Because what does Thomas Brown have over these guys? I'm going to sit you. I'm not. I'm going to fine you. I can't. I can't go against the collective bargaining. You're not going to make the team. He's not going to be the head coach next year. So why do they have to listen to him? It's like a substitute teacher. Why do I got to listen to you? Man. Can the Bears come out? Can the Bears come out and take a lead? That's huge. All right? You know, you watch, how many, like Caleb has thrown so many passes from behind. We're always trailing. Why we got to get ahead? We got to get out. We got to get a fast start. That will help this team. If you get this team up, man, now we can do a whole bunch of different things. We can run the ball. Play action is going to be much more effective. A lot more effective. A lot more. But you don't want to run the ball. You don't want to come out. And why are we not? I just hope that they can get their act together. Detroit's beat up team, big time. All right. Detroit's beat up. The defense is has been decimated. They have enough people on the injured list. Detroit. They have enough people on defense that they could start a whole team. They could start a defense. Now, it might not be best defense in the NFL. It might be middle of the road or maybe second half. But hell, it just shows you the talent that they have and how much they're missing. So why not go after it? Why not attack what their weakness is? If their run guy, their run stuffer is out, attack. Their best edge rusher is out, attack. How about this? How about you go after the guy replacing Hutchinson? Why don't you run off tackle? Pull a guard. Leave with a fullback. Oh, you cut them. Tight end in motion. There's so many different things. You guys remember the show? You're the weakest link. Find the weakest link. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. And we're going to attack you every single play. Caleb's got to play better. Caleb has got to play better. Can't keep missing wide open receivers. You guys know which play I'm talking about, where it's all over social media, where Rome Odunze cuts across the middle of the field. Rome has the completion if you throw it to him, but he runs across the field, across the hash. It's around the left hash. He's on the right side, so he's probably between the hashes or on the right hash. I think he's between the hashes. He comes up, curls behind the linebacker, and runs. And everyone's like, throw it. No, the kid's gonna get picked. Blah 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 blah. But Caleb missed him because the safety was back. If he stops on the hash, the safety's way too far back to interrupt that play. What would happen is Rome would have caught it, turned around, maybe got hit after he turned around, but it would have been a completion. But where's the anticipatory throws that we heard about? That was so many people were adamant and pounding on the table for. Like once you see once you see Rome coming out from behind that linebacker, because the linebacker's looking at you when you see where Rome's going, you throw the ball right down the middle of that hash mark. So he takes one or two steps, stops and waits for the ball, and you don't lead him into. That's why Caleb didn't throw it, because Rome kept running, and if he would have kept running, he would have let him into the safety. But if you throw that ball before he comes out, the anticipatory throws that everyone talked about, if you throw that right up the hash, when he comes out, when he curls it out from that behind that linebacker, he'll see it and he'll have to stop. This is what I mean. You got to get better. It looks like he's regressed. And I know progress isn't linear. I know it. But damn. We got to see some improvement. We want to see, there was no big plays, nothing, no wows on Sunday or Monday. Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. There's Caleb. There's the Caleb we know and everyone talked about. We didn't see that. Take the shackles off this young man. Let him push it downfield. I don't think the Bears are going to win this one, but it's still a winnable game. Junior says, I remember him playing the Thunder. Whenever Orlando went out, Paul called running plays up the middle. Orlando's a big run stopper. And yeah, you take the run stopper out, you go at the replacement. It's gamesmanship. King Booker World says, I want them to beat this team so bad. So do I. And they can do it. That's the problem. They can do it. You can do it. The Bears have the talent to do it. Do they have the fortitude? There lies another story. Therein lies another story. You're going to stop killing yourselves with penalties? You're going to stop not reporting when you're supposed to report? You're going to stop holding? You're going to stop being downfield when you shouldn't be downfield? You're going to stop false starting? You're going to stop dropping the balls? DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Roma Dunze, Cole Kmet, we're going to stop dropping a goddamn ball? Because as bad as Caleb has played this season, you've contributed to that. You've contributed to his completion percentage. Imagine catching all those footballs, which is, I thought that was your job, wide receivers, but maybe not. Think of where Caleb's completion percentage would be, but also think how different it would be, because some of those were third down. Keep the chains moving. Maybe we go score. Maybe we take the lead. Who knows? But we never find out because you dropped the God-blessed ball. King Booker World says, I'm so sick and tired of the nuts of the Lions Nut huggery. I used to be okay with them, but the fans put them in Green Bay territory with me. Yeah, well, they're good, Booker. They're good. You know they are. They're real good. They're the best record you see. Well, tied now with Minnesota. But they earned it. But the Bears were the team that always had their number. The Bears were the team that always had their number. It was easier for us to say that because we've always had their number. You know, certain teams just match up well against other teams. Certain teams just have another team's number. The one team could be number one in the country or first place. And when they play this team, man, it's always a struggle. That's how it was with Detroit. Detroit always had problems with us. When they sucked, they were big-time problems. Now, if they're good, there's still problems. But I hear you, the nut huggery. Everyone's talking about Detroit. I get it. Talking about the Super Bowl preview last week, the Buffalo Bills and Detroit Lions. I get it. I understand. Bingo. Yes, King Booker World, like the Bulls and the Raptors. Yes. Yes. You see, we here, boss. We here, papa. Dude, those Raptors, what the fudge crackers. Always a pain in our side. But I'm looking forward to Sunday. I should be at the game. Should be at the game, and I will be looking forward to is it? No. Yeah, I should get credentials for the game Monday, and I hope to be in the building. In the building. Get some interviews in the locker room post game. And happened last week. All right. The locker room footage that I had and I sent wasn't sending. First time it's ever happened. So, but that was on the road. So we'll see. I'm gonna go, as long as I get in, I'll be as long as I get in, I'll make sure we get some more stuff up there. And then I did my thing from the field last week at Levi Stadium, but it didn't go through. It was just a pain. So hopefully, I'll get through. It never happened at Soldier Field. So if I'm back in the box, which I should be, we'll make sure we get some content out to you. All right, some locker room, and we'll post these. I'll have Steve. I don't know if Steve will be ready to go back to work. Maybe so we'll do it. But I'll be posting those and on my social media. We'll get them all up on Instagram, TikTok, my Facebook page, Sports Zone Chicago's Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. But I'd be, I got to talk to these guys. I'll have some good questions for them. And I'll ask them. Like I talked to Matt Pryor, I talked to Tevinjenkins, I talked to Gervondextersr last week. I say Matt Pryor? I think I did. Yeah. I talked to 3 or 4 guys in addition to the scrums that everybody goes to, like when DJ talks. And so, but anyway, folks, listen. I got to take off. It's a great way to end it, a place to end it. I got to go pick up the warden from CrossFit. I got to do some shopping, hop on Amazon. Actually, I got to go to 2 stores out here. But guys, I have a great day. It's a little cooler today. It's going to be right around 40. I will see you guys on Friday. I'm fired up for Friday. Let's talk about this game Sunday. Looking forward to a Bears win on Sunday. I don't think they're going to win, but I'm just hoping and praying that they can pull it out. So do me a favor. First of all, thank you for the love and support. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. To talk to Cole Michelle and ask him why he's always looking like he's looking for his drop glasses on the ground. Plankster. He says, thank you, Shawn. Sports owners, bear down. Bear down, baby. Bear down. Michonne says the Bears and Giants are the only teams in the league without a 50-plus yard passing play this season. The 72-10 season, the Raptors beat the Bulls twice. I know one time Michael hit a game-winning shot at the buzzer, but it was after the ball was still in his hand as the buzzer went off. I remember that. And they lost to Miami that year, too. Miami had 9 players. They're in the middle of a trade, so Miami only had like 9 players, and the Bulls still lost to them. Not that I'm old to remember useless shit, but yeah. Anyway, from everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, guys, have a phenomenal day. Have a great hump day. It's all downhill from here, man. It's all downhill from here. And 1 week from today will be Christmas Day. Hopefully you get your Christmas shopping in. Remember, Jesus is the reason for the season, but also keep your family. All right. It's a great time to reconnect with family, reach out to family, get in touch with family, go grab a drink, grab dinner, something. All right. With family. All right. It's the ones you still talk to anyway. All right. It's, I tell you all, every show, there's always seems to be one less person during the holidays. And this year for me, it's my cousin Shawn. And that one hurt. That one hurt. He was a guy who really looked out for me growing up, 4 years older than me. He ran the streets and kind of, let me know what they were about. And, he would buy me my alcohol when I started drinking as a kid, and just, the bonds you build with cousins, you know what I mean? And yeah, make sure that you reach out to family. All right. Cause we never know who the person is who's not going to be here next year. All right. Let everybody know you love them. I got a cousin's grab bag on Saturday. Then I'm gonna go to another cousin's house after that. Fam, it's important. All right. Make sure that your people know you love them. All right. Bear down, baby. Bear the freak down. I'm going to replay this at 6 o'clock tonight. So if you missed any part of it, all right, you can catch it at 6. So from everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, guys, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Have a phenomenal, phenomenal day. Your boy is out.